Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we're looking at new Heraldic Beast support for Alliance Insight. I think it's 5 new cards. Another archetype that's like Exceed based to pair with like the Dragon Ruler stuff. And they are rank 4 based as well, so that could have something to do with Ryziel. We will see. When I saw that these got revealed before they got the translations, and I just saw the artwork and knew it was Heraldic Beast, I zoomed through some of the older Heraldic Beast cards, and man, they are in need of some new support. There's very few cards that are like okay. There's like the Lion, where if it's sent to grave, it like it adds you a Heraldic Beast from deck to hand, but like it's a when effect, so I don't know if that card can miss timing in weird scenarios, but whatever. Bottom line, we need some really powerful main deck level 4s, and we also need some powerful extra deck rank 4s, and there's 2 of each here, so hopefully those end up coming out strong. So let's see. This is starting off with Heraldic Beast Griffin, of course. He's a level 4 Wind Wing Beast. Okay, cool. 1600 attack, 1000 defense for the stats. First and second effects hard once per turn. You can send 1 Heraldic Beast monster from your deck to your graveyard except for Griffin as cost. Okay, so assuming the ruling is that like this can still trigger the Lion, this is basically a free extender that's also getting you a Rhoda at least. Okay, so when you do that, you special summon this card from the hand. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra for the rest of the turn except by XYZ summoning using only monsters with Heraldic Beast and or number in their original names. Whew, that is a tough restriction. It locks you into Exceeds, and you can only use Heraldic Beasts and number monsters as material, so you can still like rank up in certain scenarios. But okay. But that's cool. All right. Like I said, if you're being able to send Beast, a couple of the other ones had okay effects in grave as well, but the Beast was the main one. He just searches you a Heraldic Beast monster from there. So that does make this card a 1-card rank 4 supposedly, because you just summon this for free, send Beast. I think he's Beast. Beast search another one that can just be normal summoned, and boom, 1-card rank 4. That's pretty cool. And if there's another one that's an extender, then maybe even without normal summon, one of the rank 4s. Also, I do like that this doesn't lock you out of anything Exceed based. Like this doesn't, you can summon any rank 4 in the game, so that's actually kind of nice utility as well. It just forces you for the rest of the turn to only be able to use Heraldic Beast as material, so we'll see. Alright, second effect. This card can be treated as 2 materials for the Exceed summon of a number XYZ monster that requires 3 or more. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. I don't know off the top of my head what rank 4s are like really nice, but like do require at least 3 materials. But if there is one with 3 that requires 3, and it's like hasn't really seen much play in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, because it was like it'd be better if it was like a 2 material rank 4, but because it was a 3, it wasn't worth it. I'd be curious to see if there's a number monster like that. Might have to dig on that one. All right, cool. Pretty good first card. Next up here we have Heraldic Beast Stat Whale. This guy's my favorite one so far, for sure. Design-wise, from all the Heraldic Beasts. 900 attack, 1900 defense. I love that stat line, something about it. It's also a level 4 water fish. If this doesn't have a brutal restriction, this could actually low-key be shark support as well. We'll see. 2 hard once return effects. The first effect reads, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can discard 1 card to add 2 heraldry spell or trap cards from your deck to your hand. That is pretty nasty. Okay, I mean, you discard his cost, so getting hand trapped on this would be kind of annoying. Just the fact that you're going to you're going to pitch for cost. If you get hand trapped, you lose that card. But there also are, what I mean, if you drew Beast, pitch Beast, they hand trap this, you still search off a Beast, get to continue playing. That's pretty cool. Second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 2 Heraldic Beast monsters with the same name in your graveyard. Same name. Okay. Special summon them in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon from the extract for the rest of this turn, except by Exceed summoning, using only monsters with Heraldic Beast and or number in their original names as material. That's a strong effect. Now, you do have to get 2 of the Heraldic Beasts with the exact same name engraved, which is kind of annoying. I don't know. I think they do have some cards that allow them to like Foolish Burial, but like I don't know if it's consistent enough to put like consistently put those names. Like bottom line though, there are some decent heraldry spells that I already saw when I was reading through. One of them like literally targets 2 heraldic beasts, special summons them, and then you immediately exceed summon with them. Like that's a pretty decent extender if you're just going to put 2 names in grave. So there's some like not terrible stuff. Also, this effect is doable without even locking yourself. The second effect is what locks you. The first effect is actually still totally fair game. So I doubt you'd play it in Sharks, but it is still a level 4 waterfish. So whoop-de-doo. All right, into the Exceed monsters. These can do a lot of good as well for the deck. We'll have to see. This is number 69. So this is a number. Heraldry Crest Shatterstream. This is a rank 4 light psychic. 2816. Really nice stats for a rank 4. 28's big. 4 level 4s. So the new bird guy can be 2 materials for this. Oh, you can also exceed some of this card by using 1 monster you control whose original name is number 69 Heraldry Crest as material. Is there a transfers materials to this card? You can only use this effect once per turn. Am I going crazy? Is that like not okay. Is there an original number 69 Heraldry Crest? I honestly don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look after this, but okay. Maybe there's one that already exists that is just Heraldry Crest. Plain and simple. But okay, cool. I don't know how easy that is to summon, but we'll probably have a better idea after this effect. Alright, when a monster effect is activated on your opponent's field, this is field only, not hand, so hand traps, not nib, or an opponent's monster declares an attack, quick effect, you can special summon 1 number 69 Heraldry Crest Dark Matter Demolition. I believe that's the guy right below this one. I can kind of see his name poking up. From your extract, by using this card you control as material, then destroy that opponent's monster. Okay, this is treated as an XYZ summon. Transfer its materials for the summoned monster. Interesting. So this card, when your opponent activates any monster effect on field or attacks, this card tags out for the big guy. And the new big guy is this guy. This is, of course, number 69, Heraldry Crest Dark Matter Demolition. He's a rank 4 light psychic, of course. He is 3,100, so you probably are cheating him out, but, you know, pretty big if you do. 19 defense, 5 level 4s. We're never really doing that, I don't think, but I'm assuming most of the time you're just trying to make this guy and then tutor into this guy. All right, here we go. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. That's pretty nice. That's just a pretty nice built-in protection. Once per turn, you can quick effect detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its name is treated as unknown. When a monster effect activated by your opponent resolves, if that monster's name is unknown, negate that activated effect. Whoa, that is weird. I have to assume there's some like lore tie-in here, how this is like deleting a card's identity basically, and then when that card tries to do anything, it's negated. That's interesting. I mean, that's a cool way to give a negate to a card. Now, it is just worse than a straight up negate because it's only monsters on field, again, and you have to preemptively turn them into an unknown card prior to, you know, being able to get into that. So, interesting, but, you know, nice little interruption. And then lastly here we have Heraldry Flash. New quick play spell, you can only use the second effect once per turn. Target any number of face-up monsters your opponent controls. Their names are treated as unknown. Whoa! See, now that's different because this negate is not. It's not once per turn, and... oh, and this is on resolution too, which is even crazier. So this is basically a floodgate, kind of, because if you pair it with this, so like assuming you just do a line where you're going through the whale, and the whale is getting you to this quick play, and then another one of the heraldry spells, and this is being set, this is now like a floodgate almost, because if you flip this and you just hit all monsters on your opponent's field, you can even respond to the activation of a monster, just because this card negates on resolution, it just checks on res. So as long as this card has resolved, or his effect has resolved, and made a monster an unknown, it is negated. So that's interesting. If your opponent has multiple monsters on the field, you can hit them with this while he's on the field. They will all be negated if they try to activate on field, and he can save his effect to make one more an unknown. to hit them then. That's pretty cool. Alright, second effect during your end phase. If this card is in your graveyard and you control a Psychic XYZ monster, and... what? Psychic XYZ... You can set this card, but banish one of these. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's interesting. It is your end phase, so I guess going second, this gives you... well, I don't even know what going second really does. I mean, like, the other niche little benefit here with these effects is potentially hurting archetypes not consistency, but synergy. Like, for example, like Cyber Dragon, Harpy Ladies, like the type of decks that like require you to have a monster of a specific name on the field, or at least archetypal shared name. Being able to turn them into unknowns can potentially turn off certain effects, you know, whether it's an extension effect that says if you control a Harpy Lady, special summon, like extend from hand, or, you know, Cyber Dragon, you control Cyber, you know what I mean? Just, not those examples specifically, but like different archetypes like that do need those types of cards that could be kind of interesting to also low-key give them like a little bit of bonus interruption on top of everything else. But all in all, interesting stuff. I mean, listen, when I saw this and I was like, oh, Heraldic Beast, I was not like floored. I was not like super pumped like this is going to be the next meta deck. I did see that they were 2 level 4s and 2 rank 4s, so I was like, maybe they're trying to design them to work with Ryzeal, but based on how these cards work, I really don't see them working with Ryzeal specifically. It may be possible, but like it won't be a actual better version of Ryzeal than the versions we have now. But still, cool for Heraldic Beast. They get a cool new win condition. It's a little bit different. My guess is it's not strong enough on its own. It still needs like a lot of things to go right. You need a good matchup that relies on a lot of monster effects on field and all that stuff. But like, still some cool stuff nonetheless to see here. You know, and maybe there's a world where Heraldic Beast can actually be a little bit interesting here. But I think this sums it up for us today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you're a fan of Heraldic Beast, let me know your thoughts down below. I've never played them in my entire life. They've never really seemed all that good, and maybe this makes them a little more interesting. If you're somebody who has, I'd love to hear your thoughts from somebody who has played it before. Did this hit the mark? Does this take them to a legit playable status in your opinion? I'd love to hear that stuff down below. And then lastly, you know, small thing with just the set so far is like the cover support, the adding Nisser support, pretty cool and going to make Malice even better. So like meta impact and pretty strong as far as, you know, anime support goes. Since then, we've gone like Skull Servant, Dragon Rulers, and this archetype. And I'm not so certain any of those are even going to be on the rogue level, like the rogue radar. It's possible. I'm not saying they won't 100%, but like seems a little bit underwhelming so far. And we're still early in the set, so I'm not going to count all my chickens before they hatch here. But you know, something to keep an eye on. We should still have more reveals going forward in the next couple days, so we'll see if maybe they throw in a thing or two there where, you know, we are like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool new rogue deck or higher. But not a ton of like meta impacting stuff so far, as we're over a fourth of the way through the set so far. So we'll keep an eye on it, but just something to watch that I'm kind of hoping for, excited for, and hopefully we get some cool stuff. But stay tuned for more. Guys, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on all things Yu-Gi-Oh! News, including more Alliance Insight reveals as they come. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.